All right. Are you going to eat? Are you going to consider it? Mm-hmm. Good morning. Hi, Jason. Good morning. Our morning awesome? Well, it's just starting. Well, we'll make it an awesome morning. Thank you. We hope the same for you, Jason. Let's turn Lucy down. Hey, Jason, I never got to ask you, what do you say no about? In your profile name, it says no. Yes, my oldest son, Blake, that is his favorite word. Okay. What is it, 3, 4? Me and him got our own live going. Going to try to. Nice. Hi. It's 2 a.m. here in Missouri. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry. What are you doing up? Have you been to sleep? Yeah, it's 3. You had teeth pulled yesterday at the dentist. You woke up with gum pain. Oh my goodness, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I hope you have some medicine or something to take to calm that down a little bit. Got me a pain pill. Hope it works soon. Me too. Oh yes, thank you. Yes, I am. I'm in Tennessee. I'm not on the coast, but that side. I'm real close to North Carolina and Virginia. Like, it's normal for me to cross into Virginia on a daily work day. Most of my stores are in Virginia. It is a pretty awesome state. I like the more countryside that I'm on, not so much the city. What are we looking for? This and this. Hi, Jack. Remind me where you're at, Jason. Hi. Are you okay? Feel good? You ate? Jason says, that's good. Always love the country too. Only like the city when shopping. No, Jack. LaShonda, hello. Jason says, hope you and Jack have an amazing day. Love ya and take care. I'm going to lay back down. It was great seeing you both. It was great having you here, Jason. Thank you so much for stopping by. We appreciate you. And we love you back. And we hope you feel better soon. LaShonda, how are you? Oh, hello, Jack. Come here. Come here. Oh, okay, snotty McNaughty. Don't come here. I don't care. You stay right there. You just stay right there. Don't move, okay? What do you think, Jack? Huh? What do you think, buddy? Hmm? I don't think I want to go outside. Sorry. Sorry, fella. Oh, my back. Let's take allergy pills. Let's do it. What do you think? Hmm? You want to come get up here? Come on. Right here. Right here, let's go. Come on. Right here. Think about it. You think about it, Jack. That's your baby. Good job. Mm-hmm. What you got? Hmm? I think it's in the car. What I'm looking for is in the car. So we don't have to worry about that. Ready? Ready? Get it. Good job, Jack. That was so good. That was so good. Give it to him. You're rotten. You're a rotten boy. Give me that toy. Give me that toy. You give it to me. Give it to me, crazy boy. You're a good boy, Jackie. Mom loves you. What are you doing? Oh, that was my dog. Just my baby dog. That's just my baby dog. Why don't we fix that, huh? Can we fix that? Say, whoa. Whoa, it's Jack. Being crazy. Huh? Yeah, baby. Wait, sit. Sit right there. Good boy. Ready? Get it. Good job. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, Spaghetti-O. You dropped it again. There you go. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, buddy. I'm sorry. Are you okay? Forgive me. Mm-hmm. Good morning, Miss Dolly. How are you? Miss Dolly says, beautiful cat, blessings to you all in chat. Thank you. Thank you for that, Dolly. I hope you're doing well. Right, Jack? Hey, Grace. Oh. You know what else? There's this big old spot that's been driving me crazy. I'm going to fix it right now. Stay, Jack. Stay. I really think I'm going to need some Comet and some paint. Oh, it's so dirty. Okay, that's it. We quit. That's all we're doing. What do you think, Jack? Yes? Good? Good stuff. All right. We are in agreement. You are so dirty. How are you so dirty, boy? How are you so dirty? All right. Jack. There you go. All you, baby. All you. It's just the way Mom likes it. It's all Jackie. Oh. Really? Oh, Jack, I know. It's a bummer, huh? Didn't use this. What do you think, Jackie? Oops, this is garbage. I meant to throw it out. Well, it's gonna be big money. Are you whining? Hmm? Oh, hi, Stitch. Are you back to an old? Or is this new, my friend? Pretty picture with you and Lou. How are you, Stitchy? Are you still in Missouri? New account, but same person. My cousin deleted my YouTube, so I had to get a new account. Oh my gosh. Was it an accident? An accidental deletion? Are you okay, Jack? I hear your tummy talking. Oh my goodness. You got home on Wednesday, and yeah, he didn't need to. Aw. So was it just a quick trip for a visit? They're from Kentucky, so we meet halfway, and now my aunt and cousin are here with us for about 2 weeks. Oh, how nice. That's exciting. That's nice to have family come visit. Kentucky's a really, really pretty place. So is West Virginia. They're just very poor. Some of the places that I've been to are very poor. Jack is whining. You can't hear him. He's just under his breath. He's whining. He's been doing that a lot lately. Hey, not too much now, sir. Thank you. You went bowling yesterday, and guess who won? Would that be you? I don't think I've ever won at bowling. Yup, with 100 points. Me with 100 points. That's amazing. Good for you. That's great. Do you like bowling? I think it's pretty fun. Just don't do it very much. Maybe I should go join a bowling league. Get a life. Stitch says, yeah, it's fun. Jack, why are you whining? You should have heard him yesterday. I had to go outside and do some stuff. Like, I had to get up on the roof. So I put him to bed, and he just howled and cried like a baby. He's getting quite obnoxious. Hi, Quinn. Good morning. How are you? We're talking about whiny dogs. Well, I was talking about my whiny dog. Stitch was talking about what a good bowler she is. I have got a meeting in Johnson City, Tennessee today at 6 a.m. So it takes almost a full hour to get there. Huh? Almost a whole hour to get there. You're so nosy. You're so nosy. Okay? Every time I get dressed, he has to check me out. He has to smell me from head to toe. He's ridiculous. Ridiculous. Mia's not here, Stitch. She went back to Florida. I wish she would come back. Get out of my purse, Turkey. He had his whole nose in my purse. Quinn says, woof. You're good? Yep, we're good. It's back to work. They've got me doing something I really don't like doing. And the more they do it to me, the more I think I sure would like to leave this job. Sure would like a different job right now. What are you doing, Jackie? So Quinn, are you a bowler? Me's been gone for maybe 2 weeks. It's starting to really hit. I've been talking to Debbie a lot more lately. Let's see where the dog is going. What are you doing, baby? Come on. Come on. I don't want to go outside. You can't make me. For as long as I can. Huh. All right, I guess I'm going to get my sweatshirt because I'm not going to get around it. He's going to want to go back out. No matter what. No matter what I say. No matter what I do. He still wants to go outside. Yeah. He's all excited. I got my sweatshirt. I really don't want to go. All right. Stitch says, well, I'm tired, so I'm going to head off to bed. I love you. Good night. Have fun working for... Shut up. I love you, Stitchy. Sweet dreams, even though you're mean to me. All right. Can I blow my nose? All right. I might make my drink while we're in there. It's not being mean if we both laugh. That's fair. Quinn says, I have 33,900 pipes. Some are 40 foot tall. I am the biggest in the world and live in New Jersey in a large building. I am about 90 years old. I can be in movies. What am I? Ooh. Something with pipes. Sounds like something from Mario Brothers. We're going. You see where the dog Jack is? He just really is so good. I'll spare you my bathroom. I'm coming. Let me shut this door. Let me shut this door on the way. Let me turn on the porch light on the way. Okay. All right, we're going. Here we go. I have no idea, Quinn. 33. In the world and live in New Jersey. Is this something we should know? Or something we'll be like, oh, I knew that. All right. Skunk check in progress. Watch out. Sit down. Stay. Stay still. Okay. Over. It's so chilly out. I am world famous. Dates back to the 1700s. What? Oh gosh. Jack heard something. blurry, huh? There we go. His tail's going so fast. Wait a minute, if it's 90 years old, how can it date back to the 1700s? Oops. Bye, Jack. Gosh, I just don't know. I hear the cows out there behind the chickens. Something's there. Oh, it's just leaves. Can we go in, Jack? I'm cold. I don't know, Quinn. Here, maybe somebody smarter than me will come around. But now you can't leave because you have to verify if somebody gets the answer correct. I can blow out your windows from about a mile away. Shit, I don't know. Come on, Jack. Hmm. 40 foot tall. Well, I guess he did have to go. When I came out here yesterday morning, there was 2 baby bunnies along the fence line of the chickens. It was really cute. Well, I don't want to live near that building, that's for sure. Come on, Jack. Let's go. Good boy. Let's go. Oh my goodness, I'm so cold. I knew he wasn't going to really come in. He was faking it. Well, guess what? I'm going. It's cold. We don't want no more of that. I could be in some churches. Is it an organ factory? The dog. All right, I have to go yell at him. What a good boy you are. Oh. Let's go. You ready to go in? Close. Oh, wait. A lot of pipes. There's bells in churches. Excuse you. So rude. That's my dog. So rude. What do you think, Bubba? Where are you going? Where do you think I should leave this that'll be safe? Okay. That's how you want it. That's how it's going to be. There you are. Pitiful. You're pitiful. Organs. What other kind of pipes would there be in a church? Could be in a church. Jackie, you're the cutest puppy ever. This is hard. What do you think, cutie? Do you want in your bed? Is that what you're saying? Well, let me get my cords out of the way. Is that what you want? I can make spooky sounds. An organ. We really need to change that rug. It's nasty and it probably smells. No? All right, let me go find something to put in your bed while I think about this thing that could be in a church making spooky sounds. Rug. I know it's not super clean, but it's better than the one that's in here. How dirty it is. Oh, goodness, Jack. You stinky boy. All right. Let's throw this down the hallway. Yeah. It's dirty. Ooh, did you see that powder? Did you see all that hair and dust? How's that? What do you think? Hi, Nino. Good morning. Stitch, you're supposed to be sleeping. She says, I'm the baby. Gotta love me. Absolutely. Leave my shoes alone. You better not. Thank you. It takes a special person to use me and be in good physical condition. What'd you eat, Nino? I had a pot pie. Chicken pot pie. And Quinn is testing out our knowledge of New Jersey places with 33,900 feet of pipes. You have McDonald's. It takes a special person to use me and be in good physical condition. The person using it should be in good physical condition. Is that what you mean? So they have to work at Pepsi and have muscles and endurance and No feelings? Yes, dear. Okay. Well. All right. I don't need a sweatshirt. Everything's fine, Jack. I'm not going anywhere. Oh gosh, I don't know. Spooky sounds can be found in churches, can be in movies. If I took you to New Jersey, you would absolutely love the sounds. Is it? Yeah. If you took me to New Jersey, you would absolutely love the sounds of this thing. This thing that could make spooky sounds, but it's not an organ. What is it like a special organ with all the big pipes? The big, gosh, I don't know. I don't know, man. It's too much thinking. Nina, are you looking this up? Do you know the answer? Okay, I am a pipe organ. Thank you. I didn't know if there was a specialty organ, but I could see, probably from a movie, and upstairs with that big organ with all the huge pipes. Cool. Yes, they can rattle the floor. I bet. I bet. I believe that. See, we're not looking forward to work. We're not looking forward to a meeting. Unless they have new sweatshirts, then I'll be looking forward to it. Have you seen that one in particular in person? That Luray Tavern in Virginia Mountains has one. No, you haven't, but you want to. That's pretty cool. I actually have family in New Jersey. I heard it, Jack. You hear my house cracking? Be right back. Well, Jack heard it that time. Good morning, Marlin. We're hunting down noises in the house, outside the house. It's the floor. The floor is very squeaky and uneven due to foundation issues we found maybe 2 years after we bought the house. 2 years after I bought the house. Let me check my cameras real quick. Oh shit, I bet I turned them off last night. I did. I hate when that happens. Oh, so yeah, the floors are crap and squeaky, but he has those big nails. And he's 70 pounds, huh? You a 70-pound hunk of burning love. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. I think we were in a traditional ranch house where we were all one level. It wouldn't be that loud. Huh. Yes. He's a good boy. I love him so much. But we're not going outside. You love the woodwork. It's just a laminate. Not a laminate. Well, you know. Really nothing special. But it's pretty. It's better than carpet, especially having a dog. So much better than carpet. Marlon says, really you? I always thought Jack bought that house and was just kind enough to let you stay there with him. No, that's the bed. That is Jack's bed. And he is kind enough to allow me a small space. A very small space. All right, I'm gonna go check the camera for the chickens. Marlon says, yes, never getting carpet again. No, they're not exactly laminate. They're the pieces that they put together, but it's basically a laminate on top. Okay, the light went on again. Everything's fine. I think it's just Casper the Friendly Ghost again. Oh, buddy. Marvin says, I've got hardwood floors now. Well, sometimes it's soft wood, but oh well. Quinn says, I do too. Yeah. It's the way to go when you have pets. Carpet's just nasty. If you really think about it, it's just nasty. What year was Jack's house built? 86. And I'll tell you, the owner had covered up the walls to the downstairs. He made it into a bedroom and an office, and it was really cute. But one really cold night, I don't even think it was 2 years, one really cold night we started hearing cracking, and it was the cinder block foundation. The wall was cracking. It was terrible. William says carpet is disgusting. I agree. Hi, Happy. Happy says, hello, ma'am. I hope you and Jack are doing well, and we hope you are too. Thanks, William. Or just concrete and call it done. That's what's down there now is a concrete floor. I pulled all the rugs up, unfortunately. And then I pulled all the ceiling tiles off because I hate ceiling tiles. And then I ran out of a second income in my life. So everything's been halted downstairs. There's lots of possibilities though. Quinn, I'm so jealous. Quinn says, okay, mine is 1919. It's a colonial Victorian. My favorite house that I didn't get to buy was built in 1860 in Elizabethton, Tennessee. I loved that house. I lived there for a year with no power, no water, while we were in the process of waiting for approval to buy the house. They let us come in, move our stuff in, but apparently eventually we ended up being squatters. I'm so embarrassed. But anyways, my favorite house was an 1860, just farmhouse. It was beautiful. Dundee says, didn't colonial times end over 200 years ago? But it's still a style. William says, popcorn ceiling and carpet, two of the worst. As I look up at my popcorn ceiling. William says, I want a hobbit home built into the ground. That'd be really cool. Marlon says, my apartment is in a house that was built in the early 1900s. Marlon says, most of the houses I lived in were about 100 years old. Marlon says, which is just normal here. To actually be an old house, you need 200 plus years. Listen, this is acting like an old house, even though it's not that old. I have to get my shoes. Excuse me. Excuse me while I get my shoes. Shoot, you're in my way still. Hang on. There you go. Thank you. Thank you for looking. My alrighty shoes. All right. You still have skeleton keys. How cool. That's really cool. Let me see where I'm at. Marlon says, not far from here in Heidelberg, which is a 25-minute drive, the Old Town Center is made up of houses that are all 400 to 500 years old. Nice. Hi, Flora. Good morning. How are you? Well, there goes Jack. Thank you for the like, my friend. Uh-oh. Thank you, thank you, thank you. He's such a good boy. Good enough. You start not being able to hear me, let me know. I will talk louder or I'll move it back. You used to have radiators? William, hi William. William says, thankfully building inspectors are catching a lot of things. They are livable, but I wouldn't recommend trying to endure the test of time with it. Oh, I missed something before that. A lot of new construction from like 2010 probably won't stand the test of time, and 2020 made it much easier to get away with basically model homes being constructed en masse, low budget, cheap. Hi Carl, how are you? This house was built by the man I bought it from for his family. I have the album, a photo album of him building the house, and so it was a labor of love, but it was a very it is a modest house. It's a very modest floor plan. All the like the flooring and stuff. It's all just not carpet. That's what I would call my house. Super modest. The property is what's everything to me. William says, I would like German stylized heating with water pipes running hot water. Oh, like I could see that warming your floors and then radiating up. That would be lovely. Marlon says, in Normandy, almost all houses are made with natural or cut stone. No idea how they don't ruin themselves heating them, but I guess it works. Quinn says, I have no insulation, but holds heat fine. Marlon says, how do you heat if not with that, William? Flora sends a heart. Hi, Clara. Some dogs shouldn't nap all day. I agree. Some dogs shouldn't. William says, and hello, by the way. William says in the U.S., it is centralized air heating, mostly with a furnace pushing radiated heat into the vents. And then he says, nah, it's not in the floor, but it is with hot water. And Quinn says 100 years ago, houses were built better. I think I agree with that. Marlon says centralized for the house, lock or whole air. The house, centralized. There's like a furnace downstairs at my house. And all my vents are in the floor, pushing air up from the furnace. I guess that's what it is. Per house. Carl says, I don't know what you're talking about. We're talking about ways to heat homes and homes in general and just life. And how are you, Carl? Flora says, I just stopped to say hi. I'm going downtown. See you. Have a very good day, Flora. A blessed day. Thank you so much for stopping by. We love you so much. Yep, Ben Williams is heating the home, Carl. How is your place heated? I think you live in an apartment, right? Marlon says, like my radiator is with hot water, it's centralized for 10 houses, but individually controlled. Oh, yeah. No. I think we're too spread out for stuff like that, Marlon. But I wonder about some of the places in New York, in the city. Does it say centralized for the house or 10 houses? Hi, Mr. Dollar City. It's good to see you. William says in some places you may be lucky and have a fireplace or wood-burning stove for heat. We have a stove downstairs. Carl says insulation. And Quinn says steam radiators were the best heat. Oh, I remember in my old school they had the old radiators. Jack, did you hear you're not supposed to sleep all day, okay? So I can write a list of things I need done around the house. What do you think? You really can't see, but I can see him giving me this look. William agrees. He says, I love steam radiators. Those were nice. I presently have no heat. Quinn says they're noisy but warm. And William says, Jack, you can go over there and he'll let you nap all day. I wonder how Jack would do living in Florida. We go and visit occasionally and he's fine, but we're usually in air conditioning or near a pool. And this time we'll be on the river. Cat's tent won't have heat? Oh no. Well, we'll make it, maybe we'll turn our tent into a teepee and we'll have a big fire in the middle. What do you think, Carl? So how long will it take me to get to work? William says right now it's cooling off quite nicely and I have AC. I have heat, but I am trying to spare what propane I have for when it gets colder just in case. I don't have a job to replace it. And using blankets at the moment is free. Daniel Brown, hello, my friend. How are you? Daniel Brown says, hi, how are you today? Good, I hope. New Zealand, welcome to. Yes, good, my friend. Cute, love, good dog. Love you, like, happy, good. Daniel, I just love you and I love your visits. Thank you so much. All the way from New Zealand. We appreciate you. One thing that's great about Tennessee, William, is our electric bills. Knock on wood here. I got wood. I'll knock on some wood. Our electric bills are ridiculously cheap. Like I would pay $300 to $500 for my home in Florida during the summer. 150 here. And that's with internet. $50 for internet. It's great. It needs to be because everything else is going up. Quinn says, we used to have a Fetters window / AC machine. Never did it need a recharge. Central air is BS. Daniel says, I'm good, thanks today, my friend. Welcome. Love you good. William says, that is awesome. I would move if I could. Yeah, the only problem is, the houses were really cheap too. They were really cheap, but since COVID, everything's changed. And I got into my house on a USDA loan at 3.85%, but now maybe 8% on a loan. That's ridiculous. I couldn't. It would be stupid for me to refinance at this point. Okay. We're gonna go to Food City first. Yeah, from my location to Food City, add a stop. Nope, cancel. Yes, let's do that. Pepsi, Lakeview. Johnson City, Tennessee. Okay. All right, I should be able to do it. Daniel says, it's rain and windy here in New Zealand, my friend. Are you, what season are you in? Daniel. William says, oh yeah, most AC units post 2010 are all bloated and commercialized for cheap parts. They don't last long anymore. Carl says, I'll allow 1 cup of tea a day through the funnel. No coffee. Oh my, Carl, what did I ever do to you? Quinn says, I have a gas furnace and don't like it. It dries out the air. Doesn't all heat dry out the air? Get yourself a humidifier, especially for the room you sleep in. William says, yeah, home ownership is a hard topic. To say it feels daunting is a bit of an understatement. You almost need to sublet or have dual income at a minimum now, and good luck paying it off reasonably. Not steam. Yep, I got very, very lucky. It was just kind of there for the taking at the right time. It was definitely a blessing. It was. All right. This. It's just starting to get into the 40s at night, so it can be pretty cold in here all morning. And I think about turning on the heat, but I'm like, nah, not yet. Let's, like William, let's just wait till we have to. Daniel says it is springtime in New Zealand. How lovely. I'm going to have to go to New Zealand in the winter time. I'm going to be that much of a snowbird. William says, it is okay, Kat. Yogi will share coffee with you probably, and bananas, and oatmeal. But Carl allows it. He's tough. Our friend Carl is. Quinn says, do people drink more Pepsi than Coke? It depends on the area. I would say worldwide, Coke probably is. It is. It's the number one. But in my little area, just because it's the home of Mountain Dew, we what's called own the shares. We sell more here. Carl says, what's heating? I haven't had it in 10 years. William says it's 65 and I am cold. I was thinking about making breakfast, but I bet you they're going to have breakfast for us at the meeting. Pepsi is sweeter than Coke. I don't know about the sweetness. What I think is the fizz. The fizz is different. I think Coke is fizzier, but that's just my impression. I don't drink a lot of soda anymore, or ever really did. Carl, don't you live in an apartment, like an apartment building, like up high, up kind of high? Like not on the first floor. See, William, Carl says there'll be no oatmeal allowed in the tent. That's okay. Little Debbie will start sneaking me some of her snacks. What is this? Coke, 50% market share, Pepsi, -20? Just eat it outside, easy. Quinn says, do you remember Take the Pepsi Challenge? Vaguely. It's a tent, not a jail. Oh, no, it is jail. We're not allowed out. We're being kicked out of our own homes and being put in a tent. Is a symbol for about equal. Pepsi. That's interesting. I would say, I just would always think, especially in other countries, Coke seems to be more readily available. But Pepsi owns so much. Like they own Tropicana, Sabra Hummus, so many things. I wish I could find the paperwork to show you just all the brands that Pepsi is involved with. KFC, it's huge. Taco Bell. Carl says there'll be no Pepsi allowed in the tent. That's okay. When I go in the tent, I'm going to retire and I won't want to see another Pepsi ever. Carl jail. You wish. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4.5 hours. Easy. Aw, good morning, my dearest friend. Hope you're well. Thank you, Maddie. We are well. How are you? Oh, and how's Chloe? We've been praying for her. You know, that infection's nothing to mess with. Quinn says, I understand Pepsi has electric trucks that don't need drivers. Quinn, I don't know about that. That is something but I don't keep up on Pepsi news at all. I don't keep up on any news. Maddie says, I'm well, Kat, thank you. And Chloe? Carl says the Pepsi factory here is closing because they can't get planning permission to extend. I remember you telling me that. Sorry for you. Actually, I know that makes you happy, but I hate to see anybody, Coke or Pepsi, lose their jobs. And Maddie says, good morning to Carl, but has yet to tell me how Chloe is doing. Sorry, there was a burp in there. Quinn says, yes, Tesla 18-wheelers are taking over. Are you serious? Is this for real? Are you pulling my leg? Okay, thank you, Maddie. Chloe is great, and kids, thank you, Kat. You're welcome. It's just been on my mind. Quinn, are you telling the truth? Are you pulling my leg? Oh, too much. It's too much. No clothes. I don't remember. Yes, dear, robot trucks that can charge itself. Wow. William says Tesla already has self-driving 18-person vans, transit systems, autonomously driving already. Maddie says, good morning, William. Or morning, William, buddy. Oh my goodness. We find ourselves ready early. Quinn says, I used to be a trucker, but now there's no need. How often are you working, Quinn? William says, hi, Maddie. Carl says, Cat likes missing comments. That's because you're not being very nice to me. Carl says they're getting jobs in the new Coke factory, and Coke owns Costa Coffee. Well, good for them. Quinn just says, buy the trips. William says, truckers are abused. Maddie said, you missed comments also, Carl. I said good morning. Thank you, Maddie. Thank you for that. So there, nanny, nanny, boo, boo. Carl is so much like my brother. It's so funny. Carl, I love you so much. I just want you to know that. I don't care what you say. If I can't get to your lives, I still love you. Well, Squirrel was in the tent with us yesterday. So now Yogi, Maddie, and Cat will be in the tent together. It's going to be a really cool tent though, Maddie. I'm going to make it a teepee. And we're going to have a big community fire in the middle of it. And little Debbie's going to sneak us snacks. Quinn says robots are getting smarter and will beat out humans. You really think that? Somebody still has to program the robots. William says, let me use Jack for heat. He's good too. I did that the other day. I got out of the tub and I was cold. And I just crawled up next to him. He's so warm. Carl says, it only sleeps 2 people. What? No teepee only sleeps 2 people. William says, I am in a teepee for plant medicine. We all are. This teepee's not going to be bad. It's going to be pretty fun. Carl will be jealous of all the fun we're having in the teepee without him. Look up Sophia the humanoid robot on YouTube. Do I really want to do that? William says Carl is always welcome to join us. That's what I say too. He'll be in the teepee with us. Yep, had a cough. Wow, Quinn, why are you predicting world wars? I predict we're not going to have another world war. Listen to this. I predict, if you pay attention to what's going on, every time somebody attempts to set off a nuclear bomb, it's stopped. I predict the aliens will not let us go into war again. A world war. There you go. I don't pay attention. I don't know why I said it like that. I'm just aware of unidentified objects being over nuclear tests, nuclear places, and shutting them down. Coincidentally. Carl says, I'll be in the hotel with Martina and Tina drinking Coca-Cola. Oh, and I oughta. Y'all be hanging out in your 5-star hotel. And we'll be chilling in a teepee. I'm okay with that. Drinking Coca-Cola. Of course you will. Carl, did you see my thumbnail for my live yesterday? William says most service jobs consumed by AI in 5 to 10, but the government's trying to tax it. And NGL, I don't know that. The Tea Party was infinitesimal in size compared to us. Quinn says, Close Encounters of the Third Kind. No, not demons. Aliens. Aliens, all of the one mind. Williams is not going to lie. I mean, if you want to create demons and live with demons, that's a choice that we make at some point in our lives. Maybe not in our lives. Maybe before we come here, we choose to go through these things. But that's not where I'm at. Anyways. Not going to lie. Okay, NGL means not going to lie. Thank you. Quinn says, does Tennessee have robotaxi? Maybe in Nashville or Knoxville or Memphis. No, not Memphis, because I was there. Maybe in the big cities, but I don't know. I'm in the country. More rural. Rural? Such a weird word to say. Carl says, Ivy and Diana will be in my tent with me. You're going to be in a tent too? What? Carl, you changed your mind. You saw that tents can be lots of fun, didn't you? Like, until recently, we couldn't even get DoorDash out here or, grocery delivery. The tent, you're going to have a tent inside your hotel? Cool. Squirrel Sniper, good morning. Squirrel says, Grand Risings, all happy Friday again. Another week flew. William Hart says, glamping, LOL. I'm down for glamping too. That's why, if I had a yurt, that would be glamping. I would create a little haven. Oh my goodness. William says, I would love to have a yurt. Me too. And I think I'd have a good place for it too. And then I could go live in the yurt and I could rent out my house. What do you think? Or I could rent out the yurt. And then I wouldn't have to go to work because my mortgage would be paid. And then I could do fun stuff to earn just money to do other things. Quinn says, when I lived in Suffolk, we had no pizza delivery or city bus service. Yes, similar to this. But I am starting to see buses, these little tiny buses start to come out into our communities. I don't know where they're going, but I do pass by them. So, but everything here, it's like 35 miles an hour, which makes everything 30 minutes away. Even 7 miles down the road, it's like, no, 8 miles down the road, it takes 30 minutes. William says he's still standing by his Hobbit hole idea. I think it's lovely. Do you know, oh gosh, what's his name? The kid that got in trouble for building a home on federal property? Will survives. Have you seen him, William? He's building something underground right now. I think that's what I heard him saying. I didn't watch the whole video. Rent house. Carl says your house is for sale. You did see that. Yeah, he's pretty clever, right? Um, William, did you ever think, this was kind of an idea for me a long time ago. Did you ever think about looking into like some type of ranger, being some type of ranger where you could go live on government property, like a fire watch or something like that? I don't even know if that exists. It's just an idea in my mind that I would love. Carl says there'll be no internet in the house, only a bucket. Well, if we're selling it, then what do we need internet for? You applied, but no callbacks. I got really lucky. The place I lived in before here, I lived there for 9 years, rent free, and it was on the side of a mountain and had the most beautiful view of a valley, and I was very close to the river and the lake. And I just paid my electric and my water, and we took care of the property. And we made sure people weren't going up on the property that didn't belong there. I took care of some emus. It was such a beautiful place to be, and that was another gift. It was pretty amazing. Squirrel Sniper says, I deliver desires that disappear. I deliver desires that disappear upon arrival, leaving behind only the echo of my passing and the bill, what am I? A bucket for fireworks? William says, a waiter, squirrel. Quinn says, my 8-track player didn't give me trouble and didn't need internet. You're right. I personally did not own any 8-tracks, but I was alive when they were still being used. I do remember seeing them. Actually, I can remember. I can remember my mom's 8-track that was a Joni Mitchell, and I remember Cat Stevens. Those were the two 8-tracks that she had that I grew up listening to. The people around me were listening to it, so I heard it as a child. William says a Walkman. Walkmans were great. Weren't that awesome when they came out? And then the little, not iPods, but the little tiny nano such and things, the little square things that you held, and they held so many songs for you. Quinn says, yes, I had them. The I-56. Carl says, I've never owned anything. Do you own your furniture? Do you own all those cute little teddy bears that you have, or stuffies? What else? Squirrel Sniper says, oh, I'll give you that, Will. It's room service. Good on you. Good on you, William. William said my other guess was ambition. Yes, we had the rotary phone. And I remember when it switched over to the button phone. And then we got these really long cords, and you could move throughout the house if you had a really long cord. Carl says I haven't slept all night. Oh my gosh, Carl. You're not working anymore, are you, Carl? Did you quit your job finally at the bank? Because you've been home a lot during the day. I guess we're gonna eat a banana. Quinn says, yep, 40-foot cords was it. I remember talking on the phone all night and falling asleep on the phone. Oh my gosh. Carl says, I got the conditions I wanted, so I didn't quit. I'm in the office with the boss now. Oh, wow. William says, I have 5 bananas that are getting a little too sweet to eat. Need to bake some oat bread with it. That's interesting. You know, my thing was always making bread pudding, but I found that you could make banana bread pudding, and it's really good. You're right. Quinn says the rotary phone never dropped a call, wasn't expensive, and didn't break down. Jack doesn't like bananas. Unless they have peanut butter on them. William says yes, but I make it like banana bread, but add oats and want to add chocolate to it. Heck yeah. Chocolate on anything is good. I don't know what you're saying, Carl. I can't even read that aloud. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. That's just silly. William says, I love peanut butter too much. It would be the only thing I live off of on a stranded island scenario. Frozen fruit has gotten so expensive I can't afford to buy it for smoothies anymore, but I can afford bananas. So when my bananas start getting a little too ripe, I freeze them. I take the peels off of them and I freeze them, and then I make peanut butter banana smoothies. And I have not gotten tired of those yet. Quinn says, when push button phones came out, we would make music and play on the phone all night. William says, I had one, the split receiver rotary phones, like the one you speak into and listen with the other one. No way. Did it work? Do I use milk for the smoothie? If I have some, I use a little bit of milk and I put yogurt in it. But I've been out of it. I have heavy cream, so I've been just doing a couple drops of heavy cream and then water. It did work. That's really cool. Hi, Phoenix Riot. How are you? That's really cool. But I think I could go to all water on the smoothies. But I've also started putting carrots. Like I'll cook carrots really, really soft and then I'll freeze them and add them with the banana smoothie, and that's pretty good. Yeah, I use frozen bananas. I like a frozen smoothie. And it's like a treat. Sometimes I do add chia to the smoothie too. Yep. If I'm not going to drink it right away, I will. Carl says, I never owned a landline. Really? I think it's ridiculous that some places want you to get a good deal on your, is it cable? I don't know, cable or something. One of those companies, if you get a phone line. I feel like I'm going to be late. Well, also, if you go to Walmart, 4-pound frozen whole strawberries is like $9, but sliced is like 59 cents more. Yeah, $9. Yesterday, when I went shopping, or maybe the day before, whatever, last time I went to Walmart, things had jumped a couple bucks on just my normal stuff, and I was like, this is kind of crazy. This is getting out of control. But you know, we're fine. We're making it so far. And the future will take care of itself, right? All we have is now. What's shopping, Carl says. Right? It's that thing I hate doing. Quinn says, yeah. Well, hopefully we'll find some relief somewhere. But like I said, it's only when I think about the future and what's going to be next, or how am I going to be taken care of, or am I going to be able to make it? When I start focusing on that stuff, that's when I start getting into trouble. If I just sit here, right now, I'm awesome. I'm doing so good. I just ate a banana and my belly is full, and I'm going to a job that I get paid for, and I kind of enjoy, and I get to talk to my really good friends every morning. And thank you for doing that for me, guys. I love you so much. What would I do without you? I've learned so much by being here every morning with you guys. William says he catches the flack for it, but he isn't alone. A lot of people have contributed to it. Yeah, I think it's all distractions. The more we're talking about Donald or whoever, or this war, or this race war, or this protest, the more we're talking about that stuff and getting heated and having feelings about it, we're not paying attention to what's going on inside. And my belief is we're going to find all the answers and all our peace when we start going inside some more. Okay, with that, I'm not your friend, LOL. I'm sorry, Carl. Well, I knew that was coming because I'm not going to make your live stream tonight, so I was prepared, but I still love you. I love you, Quinn. Thank you for the company. Distraction and division, their playbook. Yes, just remember that, guys. And I love you, I love you, I love you, especially Carl. Bye, guys.